Okay.
Hello everyone, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a short lesson today to help you overcome a problem, a serious problem in the present circumstances which many of us are facing because we're having to live without our cleaners. Because sadly we've had to let our cleaners go because we don't want them to bring coronavirus into the house, and our cleaners have, well, ours has gone to Serbia. I don't know where your cleaners have gone, but they've been spread far and wide, and we hope that they'll be safe and be able to come back and help us now. So that we face many problems now, and one is the problem of housework, because some of us have never done any housework ever, and others haven't done any housework for such a long time that we've completely forgotten how to do it. So today's lesson is a simple lesson, which is how to dust. Now, dust is that strange sprinkly stuff that sits on top of furniture that you may have noticed that gathers in the week between your cleaner's visits. Now, I'm assuming that there's dust on this surface here. In fact, there isn't any dust on this surface, but that's because I actually have already dusted it. But anyway, I'm going to do it again just to show you how to dust. What you need, there are two things you need to dust. One is a rather strange little yellow cloth, which is called a duster. Now, this can gather all the dust. And occasionally they can even be cleaned. I'm reliably informed. But this is that's what's called a duster. Now this is I don't know what you call this. Is a tube of what's called multi-surface polish by a very nice man called Mr. Sheen, who makes these things for us. Now, multi-surface polish is obviously for wood, but as the name implies, it can be done on other surfaces as well. But today we're using it on wood. So what you do is you take off this rather interesting plastic top like that, which reveals an aerosol button underneath. What you do, now you have to shake this. Apparently if you don't shake this, some terrible things can happen, but you have to shake it. So you shake it vigorously like that, like you're making a cocktail. Right? And then at about a range of about, I don't know, what is that? 18 inches, something like that, you just kind of spray it on the surface, just sort of except I've actually got one which doesn't work. So anyway, it's got, no, it doesn't, but I have a spare. don't panic, I actually have a spare. Which is Mr. Sheen again. It's multi-surface polish. Anyway, here we go, nice full. So here we go, and you spray like that, the spray on the surface around like I don't know, if you put this kind of stuff on your hair, maybe, clearly that's not something I do, but if you spray your hair, something like that, so you leave it on there, and you don't need to leave it on. It's not doing anything interesting. So what you have to do is, with your duster, you put it up into a kind of pad, and you can just kind of, in round circular motions like that, you kind of go, and when you've done the surface, what you can then probably do, which is a good idea, you take the duster and you munge it about a bit like that to get another bit of the cloth, which is slightly drier now, and just go over again. And what you do is you polish it up. This is polishing, and you eventually get a sheen, which is why Mr. Sheen, obviously where Mr. Sheen gets his name from. So you do that, and you do all that, and then you've done that. Now that's fine, except when you're doing it on all your surfaces, it's very boring because you've got to clear everything off the surface in order to do it. But that is your basic dusting method. Next week, if you come back, I shall talk you through hoovering.